Hello friends and welcome back for episode 14 of the Terraria 1.3 Let's Play. I hope you're all doing well today, and let's get right back into things. So I've been going through all of your comments and sort of reading through the various things that you think would probably be appropriate for me to be doing at this point in the game, and a lot of them seem pretty on for what I think I'd like to do. I just had to approach it in kind of the right direction, the right momentum to get what I want out of the game for the moment. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do right now. And my plan yesterday was to build a sky bridge so I could, get across the world more efficiently. I kind of scrapped that plan for the moment because I kind of forgot how I haven't had a meteor hit yet, and I don't know how exactly that's going to react if there's a bridge, and I was thinking of making it out of platforms, but even platforms, I'm not sure if it'll just break them or if it'll get stuck on them or what. So I think what we're going to do for today is do a little bit of crafting, and then we're going to head to the Crimson to the right, which is over here on our map, and I haven't actually been in there yet. I'm going to trust there's going to be a few more crystal hearts since there's one of these structures up here. There's they look like a giant weird bald head coming out of the ground. We're going to venture in there, break a couple more hearts, and hopefully if we do it in the realm of between midnight and dawn, I'm told it's like a 50-50 chance of one dropping. So that seems like a good option to do for the moment. And maybe it'll just be the last episode, or maybe the last couple episodes before we start moving on to the next realm of things. But that's been a lot of talk. Why don't I get to some actual stuff here? And you'll see I've got some Crimtane bars, as well as some tissue samples in my inventory. We're going to do a little bit of crafting for a moment here. I know a lot of you have been saying, why the hell haven't you already done this? Well, I actually thought that the gold pickaxe was faster than the Crimtane one, so I was holding off, but I guess I'm just wrong on that. I don't know, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the Deathbringer pickaxe, because apparently it is the next thing. It's only 12 Crimtane and 6 tissue samples, so not a big deal. Done, grabbed, moving on. Now, we can also move into the realm of Crimson Armor, which apparently has a really sweet life regen effect, or is it just the damage? I don't know, they all have increased damage, so I guess we've got plenty of materials, why don't we just make them? What's the harm there, right? So bam, got those as well. Replace our armor. I kind of like the look of the gold one though, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll leave that on. I'm gonna decide right now. Yeah, this looks not as cool to me, honestly, as the gold armor, but maybe that's just my preference personally, so I can just swap this on. Thank goodness they had the foresight to make these social slots. I'm really happy they did that. Also, I did a little bit of accessory rearranging. As you can see, I'm missing a slot at the bottom. We're going to add the lucky horseshoe. What did that... Did you see that? It just kind of like... Hold on, let's see if it does it again. No, must have been the way I was standing. It looked like my chest kind of like phased from being red to being gold all of a sudden. So we're going to take the horseshoe, throw that on there. It doesn't have any stats, though, so we're going to probably reforge it a couple of times. I've taken the flipper out for the moment, as well as all of these things. And again, I'll say this just for the benefit of anybody that wasn't paying attention last time. I had the menacing radar on my slots just because I wanted the 4% damage, not because I think I needed it on my slots to get the effect. It was just for the stat bonus, that's all. Seemed to be a lot of confusion about that one. So I'm also considering making some, like a new hammer and a new axe. I don't know, do I have enough to do that? Let's see how close we get here. Flesh grinder would be the next hammer. Not that I need hammers all that badly, but it seems like a thing that I might want. And there's the axe. It's 75% axe power versus 45%. That seems like a pretty big improvement. It's only 10. So grab that as well. Maybe we'll just make a full set. Apparently I have a 14% damage bonus on my hammer, no big deal. I'm sure we can get better stuff later. And it's not like I'm going to be sitting on these for ages, it's just I figured we should get in line with what I've got right now. And I think that's pretty much all I needed in terms of Crimson gear. The Blood Butcher I do want as well, just because we're going to end up forging it into something. Did I make that yet? I should probably double check just before I do it. Let's look in our weapons chest here just to see. Yeah, it does not look like I've made that yet. So you know what? Just for the sake of argument, let's make that as well. And then we just don't have to think about it for a long time. Also wanted to see just in case I might get like a really good stat bonus on it. Turns out I got no prefix at all. So we'll not dwell on this moment. We will move right along. I'm super happy you guys are into the idea I had about like the directory. I really honestly think it's a decent idea personally, but if somebody ever made that mod, like make that idea into a reality of having all the items It's sort of like an accessible little thing that you could like collect them all and then see your progress. I would totally use that mod. Maybe not in this Let's Play, but I don't know, maybe weirder things have happened. It's still possible. Now let's take our shop. Let's just drop these guys off. I don't really need them anymore. What am I going to use these for at this point? Other than just keeping them for the sake of keeping them, which I can always make them again later. So, not a big deal. Let's take our bars, drop them back in here. And we'll drop our tissue samples off there as well. One more thing I want to do before I head out. Actually, two more things I want to do, and our timing is... Oh, you know what? Second thing I don't have to do, because we got a freaking clock right there. I was going to make a stopwatch. I don't need one on me, because I've got a clock, because of all of these various devices that I have here. So good. We don't have to do that. So the other thing is I want to grab some gems out of here. We can make a diamond grappling hook. And I just need, I think, a chain for that, probably. 4chain. It's a website I don't really go to, but there it is. And let's just put it on. Alright, let's see our diamond hook. Apparently the best one I can make that's got a single hook. How long does this thing shoot? Yeah, it's pretty good. Can't complain too much about that. The only thing I could really do that would be better there is to go for the multiple angle... you know, 3-pronged attack, but I don't really think that it's super necessary now that I've got the horseshoe on. I think that'll actually kind of pick up the slack for that, so good enough. I mentioned last episode I wanted to get a yo-yo bag. Don't have to do that now. We're going to do that after hard mode, because that's when that actually happens. And we're going to drop off our hooks and our chains, so we can actually get a move on. Oh, and we'll put our diamonds back as well. Don't really have a lot of other uses for diamonds at the moment. And where would I put a hook? I forget. Have that in weapons? Yeah, weapons is where that's going for now. I'm gonna end up making a whole row, probably, of like 6 or 8 chests of just various weapons, and I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but, you know, there's ammo, there's thrown items, there's projectile-based weapons, there's magic-based weapons, there's melee-based weapons, there's multiple classes of melee-based weapons, so I think there's enough chests in, like, one row that I think would properly accommodate what I'm trying to do there. And let's go to our piggy bank, and we shall grab a few gold. By a few, I mean 9, apparently. And we'll go talk to our goblin tinkerer. Is it tinker or tinkerer? I don't know how many ers to go with on that one. Whatever I say never feels right. And just since we're riding with this for the moment, +2 defense is not bad, but I think I'm going to try again. 4 defense is better. I like that. Alright, so what did we end up with? So 21 defense there. I assume this takes into account all of the slots that we've got going on here, as well as whatever set bonuses. Yeah, greatly increased life regen. Yes, we should be in a pretty good spot to do whatever we need to do now. We've got a proper pickaxe. We've got a pretty sweet combination of hammer and axe, or hammer and axe. That's the right thing. We've got our demonic artery, which, could I reforge any of this stuff? That's pretty good as it is. We don't really need much on those. Plus to speed, can't really look down on that for a pickaxe, and it makes perfect sense. What about any of these? Maybe need another reforge? I could maybe go for another blizzard in a bottle upgrade. Let's see how much these cost, since I've got actually a little bit more money than I expected to have at this point. Yeah, let's see maybe how much this is. 2 gold. Spiked. Let's hope for the best here. 2 defense. Alright, well, kind of a lateral upgrade there. Do it again. Oh, no. Maybe I should have stuck with what I had. No, we've gone downhill and spent a bunch of gold. Okay, well, those are the risks that we take. How much do I have now? 49 more. We'll take out 15, or whatever that is. Yeah, if I don't end up with something off of this, then I think we're gonna not do any more. Toss that back in. 2 to critical. 4 to critical. That's... At least it's 4. And the yo-yo hits a lot, too, so, like, maybe that's what I should leave it at. Alright, I feel a little weird about that one, but we're gonna roll with it. This one is thankfully not super expensive either. 4% movement. 4% movement! No! Don't do this to me, man! Oh, you're killing me. There goes all my money. Oh, brutal. So we ended up at 1% melee speed from a 1% damage upgrade. That's where we started. I can't let it go on that. I've got to do one more round. Oh, this is so addictive. I'm losing all my money. I can't spend too much more. I know I just said that, and then I went and did it anyway. I don't have a gambling problem, but, like, man, this is really weird. Alright, at least that's an upgrade. We got another % damage. I'm gonna leave it alone now. Because I feel like a scumbag. Somebody asked, by the way, can I put a piggy bank inside another piggy bank? I'm 99% sure that that doesn't work. I'm positive I've tried that in the past, but I haven't tried it since the patch. But that seems like it would be too easy to exploit it. What you can do, though, is you can buy a safe once that's an option. Also, what are we doing on time? 7:25. Let's get over to the Crimson area. We'll be right on time there. Also, let's make a few more torches. But you can make a safe, and then you can put your piggy bank in the safe, and then the combination will actually allow you to have another set of inventory slots. But you gotta, like, unpack all that stuff. So, like, I would do that, but I would only save it for emergencies when I really wanted to get, involved with taking that all apart. Because it was too much work. But yeah, we've got pretty good mobility right now. I feel like we're moving fairly quickly. We've got a pretty good hook. We don't take fall damage anymore, which, like, after last episode, I just realized I couldn't tolerate any more of that business. So I wanted to get a dash on that as soon as possible. And, you know, armor-wise, I think we're doing fine as well. I just wanted to get to the meteorite stuff just because, well, I really like the idea of having infinite laser ammo for a space blaster, which is probably what I'm going to use to take down the wall of flesh. So, you know, I guess we'll get in, like, whatever pre-hard mode stuff we need to get in. By the way, if you have any suggestions for what I need to do pre-hard mode before I change over to hard mode, let me know now. Or now-ish, you know, in the next couple episodes. And I'll try to make a little list, like a little docket to go through before we proceed onward. I'm going to estimate we're going to be there before episode 30, most likely. I'm still debating whether or not I want to make a elevator in the actual video series, or if I'm going to do that while I'm by myself off camera. I don't know. I guess you can let me know what you think about that. I have to have some good stuff to talk about, otherwise it's going to be real boring. For you guys to watch. By the way, I was trying to look out for strange plants. Most likely I passed one because I seemed to be a real idiot about that whole thing. Again, I'll apologize if I passed, and apparently I did pass Dr. Bones and a Lost Girl in the last episode. I was distracted talking about the directory ID and how excited that made me. Not that that's really an excuse, but at the same time, like, you do have to understand it's hard to keep too many things rolling at the same time and still keep concentrating on what is going on in the environment around me. Not to mention, just, like, I'm not looking in the top right corner. I'm focusing around the central area where my character tends to be. It's really the only way to play. Like, I can't keep moving my eyes around too much. But if I do happen to catch it, you know, good news for us. I will do my best. I said this to somebody who was joking, as it turns out in the comments, but seemed kind of upset about the whole thing. You know, it's not like we won't have time to get to all this stuff eventually. You know, I anticipate we'll have well over another 50 hours of gameplay in this series, so, you know, it's not like we're in a real rush right now. And I want you guys to keep that in mind if you can. Like, there is no hurry here. Provided you guys are enjoying watching this, we can keep on going for a long, long time. Also, for the person who was saying how I need to maximize my jumps more, I actually intentionally don't maximize my jumps, and before I'd put the Lucky Horseshoe on, the reason for that was because I always like to have a little bit of extra jump left in case I need to save myself from a terrible fall. It's sort of a habit that I consider to be a good habit that I got myself into from, like, older gameplay, and I think it served me reasonably well, because you don't always know if there's going to be a grapple point, right? So that's kind of my ethos on that. It's not that I was necessarily just playing stupid for the sake of being stupid. It was that I actually, you know, had a better idea, hopefully, in my head about why I was playing that way. And, you know, I do have some opinions on some ways that I do things. A lot of them are just out of bad habits, but some of them actually are for reasons. So now we can actually drill down or dig down into here. We can get right into where the hearts are without using bombs anymore. That's the real big point and upgrade of getting to this pickaxe. Not only that, but it can also mine hellstone, which is quite nice. I was going to get the meteorite stuff as well, but there is a meteorite pickaxe, right? Or am I just being a dingus and forgetting? I don't know. There's a lot of different angles and branching things to this game, and sometimes it's easy to just kind of forget where something leads. So So I'm just going to clear out a couple of spots, and then when it rolls around to midnight or so, we will start tapping on these and see what we get, if anything, not only for the drops, but to see if we get a meteorite spawn, because that would be a lovely way to continue our game. And I do hope that we get one, because now this is getting a little silly. We've broken, what, 6? So we're on another round of 3 right now. This is going to be number 7 that we'll be breaking right at this moment. We got another Undertaker, and we immediately got a meteorite as well. Fantastic. And I'll just break this one for the lols. What did I get? Oh, I got 2 meteorites, and I got a Crimson Heart. Summons a heart to provide light. Oh, that's sweet. I guess I'll have a weird bouncing, rolling heart with me that can maybe help provide a little light for us. Alright, progress, guys. This is happening. We're finally moving on. Now, what we need to do is find the point of origin for where this meteorite has landed. Shouldn't take that long, now that we can kind of move around the landscape fairly quickly. Hopefully it didn't land on my house or anything. There's always that possibility, I suppose. And since we're already this far over on the map, I think I'll just keep walking to the right and hope for the best. It's a large map, so like our odds of it hitting our house or being someplace really obnoxious are fairly low, but there is always the chance. I'm pretty sure there's no, like, locking mechanism to say, hey, this thing can't spawn at, like, origin point. I'm pretty sure of that, but, you know, correct me again if I'm wrong, as you often do, and as I often am. Just let's look, quick look at the map here, just to see how far off we are. Okay, so we're, like, halfway between the house and the beach. Oh, there's a strange plant. I caught this one. Very curious to see what kind of dye we get out of that. Not super huge fan of the fact that our light source is, like, bright red, but I am happy that it's at least probably something fairly rare. I've never seen this item before, so at that, it's pretty cool. Obviously, I am going to be collecting all of those types of things as well, so, you know, I'm happy that I got this now without having to grind for it or farm for it or anything. Apparently I died over there. Can't remember why. Probably fall damage. Is that another strange plant? Are they not actually that rare after all? It is. Yeah, 2 in a row. That was actually really lucky. I didn't think that these are actually that common, so honestly, it's probably just really good luck. And apparently this seed that I've chosen to use has been fantastic for loot. Quite a few people have told me now, like, the odds of me getting all of the good stuff that I've been finding fairly low, so, you know, I'm pretty happy about that. Is there really another crimson over here? Is this the 3rd chunk of crimson? It is. Alright, gotta keep this in mind as well, that we've got even more crimson here if we need to break more hearts later. I don't think there's too many more instances of us needing to do that. The meteorite generally is fairly short-lived as a phase of gameplay. We'll be able to mine through it, get all the stuff we need out of probably at most 2, and hey, we found it already. That's pretty sweet. Now, I don't have a way to stand on this surface, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to start chucking a whole bunch of bombs in there and see how it goes. It happens to be on top of a desert biome, which is not always the most ideal since there's a lot of times, you know, the sand will fall on you, could be kind of obnoxious there. But, you know, it's fine. We'll make do with it. That should do quite a bit of damage in there. I'll just make sure I don't end up standing in the wrong spot, getting myself into too much trouble. You know what? Before we get too far in that direction, let's just mine a hole right in here. Something we can collect bombs in. And then we'll just kind of chuck a whole bunch into this. Oh, well, that kind of missed. Heart's in the right place, though. Oh. Well, that'll be a lot easier to get stuff to land inside of anyway. And we got the freaking crimson stuff spawning over here, as well as the meteorite heads. Honestly, I feel like the meteorite heads are way easier to deal with now than they used to be. Not bad. Going through these bombs like mad, but, you know, what other point is there to using them other than stuff like this? So I can't really be too upset about getting rid of a bunch. Maybe making a few sticky ones would be quite useful here as well. I just really don't want to get myself stuck in a position where I, like, can't get out of for a bit. 3, 4, get out. Alright, that's actually a really good spot. Now I can just stick a bunch of bombs to the left and right sides of this, and it should be all good. We've got 34 more, so, like, this is not in any danger of me running out just yet. That should be a good number of them for now. And what's the best way for me to toss these in, I wonder? Oh, let's clear the area again once real quick. Keeping in mind, again, that we've got a whole nother meteorite to mine if we so choose. Let's just... Yeah, that's just what I was looking for. Get a bunch of those in there. I actually wanted to... my eyes diverted right when I needed to see the thing I was curious about. I wanted to know if the first bomb would knock the second bomb into a better sticky position. Oh, I'm burning. Is there, other than potions, are there things I can do to not be on fire here? I don't think so, right? I've just got to get more armor. That should be safe-ish. Yeah, we're fine. That should be good. And a little bit more up here. Oh, that's the wrong direction. I meant to go up there, and I kind of botched that whole thing. Maybe not the most efficient way to mine, but it does at least do the job. And fairly soon we should be able to stop the impending crystal heads. Crystal heads? Meteorite heads. I just want to clear off the ground so I can walk over it. And, oh, there's a big old stream of them coming in. No problem. Nothing we can't handle. And I forget what the circumstances are for the meteorite, or the space blaster, but I definitely want to make one of those as well. We'll actually do a few more sticky bombs here, since we've still got more. Alright, that should do pretty good stuff, I think. Maybe should have brought some TNT with me, considering I was trying to get meteorite stuff to happen, but, you know, I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I thought kind of far ahead, just not super far. Alright, and... oh, it landed where I wanted. Good. I just gotta watch I don't get crushed by all the sand on top. Let's just get rid of these little bits here. And, oh, I'm sticking to it, whatever. Might as well commit. Killed my own platform. And maybe, what, 1 or 2 more bombs there to finish it off, and then the head should stop spawning. I always forget what the percentage or number required is. There we go, that was pretty good placement. You guys done now? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe when I get rid of this chunk. Oh, is the reach further? Probably not, it's just probably in my head, but it felt like the reach might have been a little further there. You know what, we'll do one more, just because that's a really awkward spot to get to. Don't put me on top of that. 50 meteor heads destroyed. Are they done? I don't see any more spawning, so yeah, now we're just getting crimson stuff, so I guess we're good. I feel like the music used to change, but now it doesn't seem to be doing that as much, or at all. I guess since we're so close to the crimson biome, it was just staying in that the whole time. You know what? 3 more of these never hurt. Oh, that did not go nearly as high as I was hoping. There we go. It's a pretty weak throw, I'll be honest. Okay, you need to back off a little bit. It left such weird, fragmented, shattered bits all over the place. Well, I guess we'll get some sand for potential glass objects if we need any of those. It's good for making jars, potions, stuff like that, so, you know, there's at least some practical application. And the damage is not so bad that I have to really worry that much about it. Probably more worried, if anything, about the sand landing on my head and how much damage that's going to do. Alright, let's just get the rest of this stuff from up here. Now we're going to have a big old pit to cross every time we want to go to the dungeon, so I might just cover this over just to make it a little bit easier for us to deal with next time I go past. Just put a bunch of platforms on top of it. It won't take very long at all. And then we'll regroup, see how much we got for our haul, and then see what we can make as far as armor. Today might be a bit of a shorter episode, especially just because it's freaking hot up here today. I record in a space, it's an upstairs room, and it's incredibly hot. All the heat basically goes to the same spot. Bye-bye, cactus. One day, AC is the dream. Help me make my YouTube channel successful so I can buy AC. Just kidding. Actually, let's grab these platforms, and you know what? Also, let's just toss this somewhere. I was hoping that would stick to it, but they don't do that because it's not a grenade. Grenades don't stick to things either, do they? It's just, it'll just explode when we get to that point. I was hoping he would fall. I wasn't sure if he would follow me on the bridge or not. Alright. And since we're already this far over, I just want to continue. I don't know what those are. I worried they were strange plants, so I just wanted to make sure they weren't. Just in case the other meteorite landed in this angle over here in the corner, I'm going to try and start breaking more plants that I don't know what they are, because that keeps happening. There's a third strange plant. So we should have a pile of dyes now, because each one of these strange plants, if I know correctly, will give 3 dye each. So we just basically found 9 potential... Oh my god. What is happening right now? Apparently, it's a good thing I came over this way. I generally know what they look like now, by the way, so hopefully I won't miss them too often now. And I'll try and pay a little bit more attention to the ground as I run around. Blueberries. That's just a dye material, I'm pretty sure. A dye material that I know what it'll be. Since I've only popped one of those strange plants once, I don't necessarily know if they correlate, like if the color of the plant has anything to do with the color of the dye you get, or if it's just like a random chance at whatever dye. I should probably not be doing this in case there's sharks in here, but I wanted to take a quick run in, just in case there's something I wanted to see, and there's not. So, okay, we're done with that. I also don't have a dye trader yet, so I don't even think I can do that stuff. How do I get a dye trader? Is that later? I don't remember what I have to... Or that's not... Oh, is this guy? Oh, it is this guy. Alright, never mind. We do have a dye trader. So let's just do these one at a time and see what we get. So we got reflective silver dye. That's freaking cool. Let's apply that to our gold armor and see what that makes me look like. Oh, that's badass. I love it. That's a dye that'll last a lifetime. I can use that for anything. Can I apply that to my pet? Weird question, I know. Oh, I totally can. Oh my god, that's so cool. I wonder if that changes the color of the lighting, too. I'm gonna guess no, but... Alright, let's go break another strange plant. I'm more excited about the plants than I am the armor, to be honest. What did I get? Delicate specimen is the most I've ever seen. It's so weird that it uses the name of the world, and I've named it something so silly. We got negative dye. Oh, these are all awesome. It makes me inverted. I kind of figured that's what it would do, but I love it. I love it a lot. I guess there's not like a convenient way to swamp those through, is there? Oh man, that's wild. What does that look like if I take off the gold armor, I wonder? Now I just look like I'm broken. Like, the sprite just doesn't work properly. I like it better with the gold, for sure, but I'm probably not going to use the negative armor dye. Well, not for the armor, anyway. Maybe I'll use it on other stuff. That actually might be a more interesting thing to put on the heart. Let's take that back off. Oh, right, I just clicked that again. And we'll just try it on that, just to see what it looks like. Can I... Oh, I can put it on the hook, too. Alright. That's okay. You know, I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. We'll just take that back off. Alright, we've got another 2 strange plants. Let's see what the next one is. I feel like I'm opening up, like, alpha magic card booster packs or something right now. It's gonna be good stuff on every single one. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? I got acid dye. What does that do? I should probably just, like, keep these... Can I just... No, I can't right-click to move them, huh? Yeah, because I guess there's too many slots. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Oh, that's so sweet! I love these effects so much! Does it drip? No, that's just coming from the heart. Alright, that's freaking awesome. I think my favorite is still the silver, but I'm so happy to have these weird, like, cosmetic effects. Let's put one on the heart. That's kind of awesome. Let's leave the heart on with the green swirlies. And let's see what our last one is. It still emits a red light. And we got... Where'd you put it? Oh, there it is. Shadow dye. That sounds cool. Boop, boop. Oh, it's just black as the night. Alright. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably some cool uses for that. It just basically absorbs light. I definitely think my favorite, though, has been the silver reflective. But I'll just leave that alone for them. And let's just pop those suckers into... Did I make a dye? Yeah, I did. It's kind of unfortunate that you only get 3 of each and not 4, because, well, there's always, like, one other item you want to match your other items. I guess that's just going to fuel the obsession of me trying to collect everything again, because, hey, I'm going to want to get as big a stack of those as I can if I want to make a themed group. But, yeah, that's super cool looking. All right. Next thing, I wanted to put together my ore, which is going to be these guys. Oh, baby. We got a full stack of 99 on that one. And a second full stack of 99. I think this is a ham axe, isn't it? So that actually allows me to save an inventory slot. I really should have thought of that earlier. So space gun is 20. And that's all? Oh, it's just straight up 20. And we should have enough to make everything we want. So why not? Bam. Bam. Bam, and bam. Cool. Progress. Alright, so what do we do next time? Next time, I guess we can start... We can start the elevator, I guess, because now we've got all the gear we need to go and kill the wall of flesh. I mean, this whole Crimson progression really didn't last very long, but... Having a sweet long-range weapon... Also, me saving this gold armor as... This doesn't really help me at this point, does it? Oh, that looks so cool! Did I not make a ham axe? Why would I not do that? I look like freaking Master Chief or something, minus the cool visor. Let's just make... Let's make that too. Also, what is it for? It's 20 melee damage, 100% axe power, 60% hammer. So it's actually better than both of them anyway. Okay, it might look a little dumb, but it's better, so, you know, why argue? And we've still got an entire full stack of those left. I've got some armor sorting to do, don't I? Just toss that on there. And now I should have infinite ammo for my blaster. I kind of wish I could theme the blaster ammo to go along with the rest of the armor, but, like, this looks so cool. Even my diamond grappler makes a lot of sense being that way. Oh, and I guess I can start working on a minecart track across the roof, because I've got an entire, you know, extra meteorite sitting on the ground. I don't really have to worry about summoning more of them for a good bit. Cool. Sounds like we've got it pretty much under control. What do I want to do with... Do I want to leave this as acid now? I don't think it matches the other ones. Maybe I'll make it black? I don't know, I'm really excited to, like, go find more weird-looking dyes that I can put on stuff. Let's put that there. I mean, that kind of makes it a little bit more tolerable as, like, are we going for, like, sci-fi? I'd like a better light source, though, because I don't really like the weird squirty heart. But, yeah, I think we pretty much got it under control. I've got some inventory stuff to deal with, so I'm going to do that off camera, put all this stuff away, get ready for the next thing. Don't know 100% how I'm going to do with the elevator. I may or may not do that off camera, or I may end up skipping a day and doing it tomorrow, not recording it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for sticking with me on the series. I hope you're still enjoying things, and I will see you very soon for another one. Please do leave a like on the episode if you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to unpack some more sweet dyes with you guys. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching.